Can you freaking believe it? Russia are through to the quarterfinals of the Russia 2018 World Cup. And my God, those penalties were insane. Woo! Whoa, that was insane. That was freaking crazy. My God, Russia. Wow! Oh my God, can't you believe this? Oh my God, Akinfeev is the God and Savior. Did you see the save with his leg at the final minute? Can you believe it? Russia are on to the quarterfinals of the World Cup. And most importantly, it means Spain are out. So meaning that between Colombia, England, Sweden, Switzerland, Russia, Croatia, or Denmark, we're gonna have a semi-finalist. No, not a semi-finalist. We're gonna have a finalist. We're gonna have someone of those 7 nations reaching the final. Can you imagine that? Wow, insane. Woo. What a game. What a freaking game of football. What a game. Insane. Okay, we gotta start on right from the beginning, and we gotta talk a little bit about the very first few minutes. I gotta say honest with you that I'm very impressed with Spain and how Spain got very good into the first 10 minutes. The first 10 minutes of Spain were very good. I'm gonna use a quote from Pep Guardiola that Guardiola does always, and that quote is that he does a lot of he does tiki-taka. He doesn't does tiki-taka. Spain today did a lot of tiki, but not enough taka. They just passed the ball around too horizontally. They never really penetrate Russia, although Russia was also very hard. So we could see how teams like Iran almost fought to the end against Spain. We saw how teams like I don't know which, just Iran. Basically, how Iran really pressure them to the very last minute. How Morocco the same in the final few minutes. This is something that Spain cannot really overcome. They always get beaten by teams like defensive teams, and in that sense, I think there's need to look into something, because Spain at the end of the day, wow, they are a massive disappointment. This World Cup, they really played bad. They played really bad in every sense of the game. And you could just see how after the goal they had, after a goal they never really kind of deserved, but really pressured Russia. And that was off the back heel of Ignacevic. And it was an own goal. They had the chance to finish it off. They had the chance to get control into the game. They had the chance to control the tempo of every play, but they didn't. They just slowed back, relaxed, and allowed Russia to gain a little bit of space. Something that Russia did not want. Russia didn't want the ball anytime. You could see just how in the 100th minute, for instance, Russia were just kicking the ball overhead. We're just throwing the ball outside. And that's exactly what Spain didn't want to, but they allow Russia to, and they moved up the field the very first 20 minutes until they got the penalty from a set piece. It was Piqué who raised the hand. It was an obvious handball. It was a penalty kick then for Silva, and Silva just slots into the back of the net, and it was 1-1 for Russia and Spain. And then Russia sit back, defended for almost what? When was the goal from Silva? Let me just check. Spain versus Russia. They defended for around 5 minutes, 50 minutes, 30. They defended for 80 minutes. They defended 80 minutes. They defended for almost an entire game, and they managed to work. And they are now on the round. They're now on the quarterfinals. Can you believe it? Russia are through, and Spain are out. We're gonna have someone perhaps new reaching the final of the World Cup. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I love this game. But oh my God, it's so crazy. So between the 80th minute between the 40th minute when Silva scored the goal and the end of the game, there's not too much to talk about really, because nothing really happened. I thought that the main error for Spain, and why perhaps they didn't have too many people on the box, was Coque. Coque was a really big problem with Spain. Coque almost felt at some times like a third center back, and just distribute the ball like any other. And you could just see, for instance, at a moment in time, I think around the 80th minute, you could just check the total passes of Spain, and 300 passes from Jordi Alba, Ramos, and Koke. Those were the players who had more passes. Like, all of them had 300 passes together. That's like, it was, I think, more than 75% of the whole Spanish team. And in that sense, you could just take a look how the ball really circulated in that area and never really penetrate through, because Koke was really, really back, far back. And there wasn't any other player. Smolov, when it came in after Isuba, there was it was him marking Busquets, and Busquets never really had the chance to propel the attack forward, and also that cost Spain a lot. They try to look for other alternatives. In my case, someone like Thiago could have been a much better use than someone like Koke. Even someone like Saul could have just give a little bit extra dynamism, because Saul is a player who moves between spaces so good. So in that sense, I think that Spain and Fernando Hierro, most importantly, never really read the game well, never really chose the right players for their team selection. And in that sense, Spain never really took advantage of it. So I gotta say, really disappointing for Spain. Spain doesn't deserve to be in the quarterfinals. They played really bad throughout, I gotta say, most of the matches, unless the game against Portugal, because their play was a lot of white plays, but the finishing, the attack at the end wasn't there. There wasn't any kind of penetrating. The finishing of every attack was really, really bad. And that's where Russia knew how to strike, because if they're not gonna get hit, if they're not gonna get attacked, then they have the advantage. They're gonna have the advantage. So one of you says Russia goalie is the god. The goalie carried the team, the A team. Yeah, I gotta say, Igor Akinfev, insane. He carried the team forward. Some in the last few minutes he had a chance save from Iniesta. He saved that. Then once again from Isco, Rodrigo again. So Akinfev is the man of the match for me. Really has the man of the match. The World Cup sheet. All good teams are out. Kurt Kurdi, I gotta say, I disagree with you. I do not like, it's not about, for me, big teams. I hate big teams. I like teams that play good and teams that deserve it the most. And in this sense, I gotta say, Russia deserved it. Russia really knew what they had. They never lost composure. Do you know how hard it is to defend for 80 minutes without like having one mistake? That's insane. And they managed to do it. For me, it's not the shittiest World Cup. For me, it's the most equivalent or the most balanced World Cup, and for me it's great. I love it. I love underdog teams. I love Russia going through. I love Croatia or Colombia reaching the final. I love that. I really love that. I love teams that go there, because we gotta give pride to some of the teams who normally don't get the chance to shine. And let's be honest, in this World Cup, at least two teams are gonna really shine bright, because we're gonna have a finalist, which is going to be either Colombia, England, Croatia, Denmark, Russia, Sweden, or Switzerland. That's insane. That's insane. And I'm just so happy. To be honest, I'm really happy with everything that's going on. And yeah, we got Russia, and congratulations to Russia. They did amazing. The penalties, let's talk about the penalties. I was dying my heart out. My heart was like breaking from the inside. How in the world was Russia gonna beat Spain? I just thought that Spain were gonna win, like they always do. And they play bad. They defend. That's not enjoying. Teams who attack are good to watch. Yeah, but that defending doesn't mean that they play bad, do they? Doesn't mean it depends. They play good defensively. That's the sense. Uruguay the other day, they played great defensively. They won the match. Most teams without possession this World Cup, they're winning, and that's because not the teams with a lot of attack know how to get through. Did you enjoy Spain passing the ball around? Did you enjoy Spain going from left to right? Isco, Koke, Ramos, Jordi Alba, Isco, Iniesta, Busquets, Piqué, Ramos, Jordi Alba, Iago Aspas, Rodrigo Moreno, Diogo Costa. They were never involved in the game. The ball was just like going from left to right. That's also not attacking, because you are not penetrating the defense. So in that, for instance, that was a big problem for Spain. Spain never really took a chance of that. Portugal the other day against Uruguay, they had a little bit more penetration than someone like Spain today had. Spain had a lot of problems. I think that the main thing is that they don't have that number 9 who was really gonna come in deep and really push the team afterwards. Someone like a Roberto Firmino, someone like a Benzema, someone like that. They need a striker who is a complete forward, not exactly just Diogo Costa who holds the ball and shoots, not Iago Aspas. Iago Aspas should have started, I think, in my opinion. Iago Aspas is a little bit more of what a more associated player. I think Iago Aspas does that a lot better than Rodrigo Moreno and Diogo Costa, and I think Iago Aspas should have started. I think that in that sense, perhaps a lot of more chances would have been created for Spain throughout the entire 90 minutes, and perhaps they could have seen the deal before moving on to the extra time. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know. That's only me thinking. Well, give me your thoughts down below. I just have my friends all like, oh my god, Spain knocked out by Russia, or like, oh my god, Russia are through, Golovin is like the king, and stuff like that. But it's insane. It's really, really insane. This World Cup is turning out just insane. Yeah, the most shocking World Cup. I agree with you. The most shocking World Cup by far. Anything else I want to talk about? Let me just think. Oh, there was very, very important two decisions in the game where I already knew that Russia could have got it. And that was the substitutions. One, for instance, was Spain that were forced with a substitution from Nacho. They had to take Nacho out to bring on Carvajal. And I think that wasted an opportunity for Spain. If they would have that extra change within this extra substitution within the 90 minutes, I thought that perhaps he could have brought Saul or Thiago, like I said, just to have that extra little bit of dynamism within the midfield. I think that way they could have perhaps gotten at least a result in the 90th minute, by the 90th minute. And also I thought that when I saw Shirkov coming and Granat coming in, I just saw that Cherchesov, the manager for Russia, was like, okay, we're going to defend. But then most importantly, he also bring on Cheryshev for Samedov. And in that one, I was like, okay, he wants to defend, but he also wants to win the match. He wants somebody else, a little bit extra attack, a little bit more potent to try and keep the lines closer. And Cheryshev was that. I think Cheryshev, even though he didn't do too good this match, he was the key change for Russia. Because it just cut out every passing lane that Spain could have had. Because now Russia just had a straight line of back five, like a straight back five players, a straight line of 4 players and Smolov. And I think that was the change where you could just really see how solid were Russia going to be. More importantly, we also got to mention Mario Fernandes. For me, Mario Fernandes has been probably one of the best right backs this World Cup. He has been outstanding throughout the entire World Cup. He was really good and really on point of Jordi Alba. Having Jordi Alba on your pocket is really, really difficult. Having your like I said, Jordi Alba on your pocket is really, really difficult. And Mario Fernandes being not the fastest, but being the tallest and being strongest, but being also very intelligent, he managed to do that. Jordi Alba was kept silent. He was kept outside of the game. He never really had the ability to overlap like he does in Barcelona, like he does on a more free-flowing Spain. And Mario Fernandes really, for me, was insane. Russia couldn't attack for their life. Yeah, Russia couldn't attack, but also because Syuba went out. I think that once Cherchesov, once Syuba actually asked for the substitute, it wasn't the manager who told Syuba to come out. It was Syuba who told the manager to let him leave. And in that sense, I think that perhaps it was an injury or something, but most importantly, I think it was because he wanted Smolov. Because Smolov is a player who's going to be fastest on the counter-attack, but also a player who's going to be able to cut space for someone like Busquets, like Koke, and like Iniesta. He was really good, especially as a striker, in the sense of winning balls and just trying to drift the attack to the wide sides. Because when Russia had the ball, when they were defending, they would just knock it to the right flank or to the left flank. And Smolov would go there and hold up the ball. Really good, waiting for someone like Cheryshev or Golovin to cut in through the middle. But most importantly, every time he was man-marking Busquets. If you didn't see that, I encourage you to come back, because wherever Busquets moves, Smolov will follow. Busquets, Smolov. They would just go in like pair, like a date. They would go like if they were fucking boyfriends, because it would be like close together. They will always stay together, and Smolov would always pressure Busquets. And I think that was also very importantly why Spain couldn't get the attack going. They couldn't get the attack flowing. They couldn't get in a rhythm of play. But at the end of the day, it's penalties and what decides the game. And Russia are through. I don't know what you think about this World Cup, but for me, I enjoy it. Why not? Let's have a underdog in the final, because it's certainly going to be there. And I'm here watching Yaguas pass penalty again. Oh, the save from Akinfev was insane. Oh my god, it was insane. Russia are through to the quarterfinals. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. It's insane. It's so insane. So, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed. In just 1 hour time, we're going to see Croatia versus Denmark. So come back in 2 hours time, I think, if we don't have any other more penalties in this day. And nothing. Remember to drop us a like and leave us a subscribe. Leave me your thoughts and analysis also in the comment box down below or in the chat. I'll read it after the video is processed. But most importantly, guys, also please remember to share our content with many others. It's time for us to keep growing and keep pushing to the final, which is obviously getting, I don't know what, 10K subscribers. If we can get 10K subscribers, is for me, it's like a huge goal. We got 1K. Now we need to go 9K, which is still a hard thing. But if Russia can win against Spain, then we can get to 10,000 subscribers. Who knows? Well, hopefully, guys, see you in the next one. Take care. Ciao.